I'm your host of the most welcome to 23. You're joining me for AME Book 2, Chapter 7, Save the Last Dance. The day after your first challenge with Slater. Find Jen in the confessional room, scribbling hurriedly on her clipboard. Morning, Jen. How's it going? Oh, sure. Go ahead and sit down. Not really an answer to my question, but okay. Did you take a seat? Jen looks up from a very, very long list on her clipboard. Sorry, John, but I've got a lot on my plate right now. It'd be good if we could just get this confessional done quickly. Okay, I'm ready when you are. Let's talk about the laser tag challenge. It could have played out very differently if you were still working with Vince. But you and Slater pulled off a pretty incredible win. What do you think of him as a partner so far? I think he needs to play by the rules. I'd rather be his boyfriend. He's as devious as I am. Is there really rules to what Slater did? I don't know. He needs to play by the rules. He's one slip away from getting us both in trouble. I just hope he can clean up his act before the next challenge. It seems Slater's taken a lot of people by surprise. It'll be interesting to see how he acts at the upcoming prom date. Well, that's for sure. Personally, I'm excited for the adults-only after-party, the nightmare to be over, a chance to help these kids. It's about time we use this show's star power to help people in need. Jen gives you a half-hearted nod and looks back down at her clipboard. Now, this week's elimination is bound to be a game-changer, with Adam, Mackenzie, Ivy, and Vince on the chopping block. How are you feeling about saying goodbye to 2 more contestants? Just between me and you? I can't remember the last time I was this nervous. It's crazy that some of the strongest competitors will go home early in the game. I can only hope it won't be my friends. That was a solid sweetheart confessional, John. Nice work. You know me. I aim to please. Jen gives you a weary smile. She sits down at a nearby stool and rubs her forehead. Jen, you seem really burned out. Are things that bad with Carson running the show? It's been chaotic, to say the least. It feels like there's a new fire to put out every day. Jen, if you need a vent, I'm listening. Whatever you say about Carson stays between you and me. Well, for starters, his ego's even worse off camera than it was on. He thinks every idea he has is a showstopper, and he doesn't bother running them by the rest of the crew. This isn't news. Yeah, I've gotten that impression. Omar and I are always one step behind, scrambling to catch up while Carson complains about us not anticipating his every need. I'm sorry it's been rough, or tough, Tim, but you're an amazing producer, but you're still only human. I just know that if you need to lean on someone, I'm here. Thanks, John. I'll try to remember that. Later, when you arrive at your hair and makeup, Fatima greets you with a big hug. Good, you're here. We've been waiting all day to show you the outfit we cooked up. We? Fatima gestures over to Rin, who steps forward with a garment bag and a sheepish grin. I may have added a flair or two of my own. Fatima was pretty swamped this week, so I helped where I could. Hope you like it. Like it? No, you're gonna love it, John. And everyone else at the prom will too, with how stunning you'll look. With their powers combined, how could I go wrong? Let me try it on. Button up. This looks great, don't get me wrong, but I don't want to accidentally upstage any of the kids. I'll just stick with what I packed. Good response. So considerate, our John. Fatima glances at the clock, then shoos you out the door. Run, my darling. You don't want to miss making your big entrance. You're gonna kill it on the dance floor, John. Thanks, you two. Rush outside to join Carson and the other contestants. Adam and Mackenzie meet you on the steps. So, you two ready for this? Honestly, I'm nervous. there's a lot riding on the date, and I just want to do right by the youth center. Everything needs to be perfect, but with Ivy and Vince tagging along, I'm not liking my odds. I doubt they'll risk their reputations to sabotage a bunch of kids, but if they try, we'll be there to stop them. We have your back, Mackenzie. Just relax. Tonight's gonna be unforgettable. I know it. I hope you're right. Just then, a sleek limousine pulls into the driveway. All aboard, contestants. A magical night of dancing awaits. Later, you and the others arrive at a lavish hotel across town. Inside the ballroom, you're greeted with upbeat music, colorful lights shimmering onto the dance floor, and an applauding crowd of teens. Wow, they really went all out, didn't they? That disco ball is the cherry on the top. Gather round, contestants. I have quite the introduction to make. You and the others line up in front of him, facing two very excited-looking teenagers. Meeting our two ambassadors of the night, Rita and Kevin. These two have dedicated their high school careers to community services through the Little Havana Youth Center. I'm sorry, but... What? Aren't these from high school? I'm just saying. Thanks, Mr. Stewart. We joined the center because we love our neighborhood and we want to keep making it a great place to live. We're so proud of the work we've done in the community. We're glad you're here to celebrate that with us. And thanks to Mackenzie, now it's our chance to give back to them and throw them the prom of a lifetime. You can't give me all the credit, Carson. Don't be so modest, Mackenzie. Yeah, you were the brains behind this day. There's nothing wrong with pointing that out. Thanks, guys, but I just wanted to shine light on this organization. I don't want to make this about me. Aw, don't be embarrassed, Mackenzie. You totally deserve the props. She should be embarrassed with the way you're all fawning over. I will smack Jesus into you. Now to make this night even more special, I've brought in the ultimate VIP, our very own Mackenzie's little sister, Natalie. Natalie, what are you... Reed and Kevin cheer as the young woman steps up beside Carson with a friendly wave. Mackenzie stares, mouth agape. Hey, sis, and hey, All-Stars. We're thrilled you all could make it. So, Mackenzie, you did not tell me your sister was quite a drop-dead gorgeous woman, but I digress. Her gaze lands on yours meaningfully. And it's nice to meet you, John. I've heard a lot of good things about you. You picked a good night to make your debut? Did she? Whoa! Mackenzie, calm down. Mackenzie turns her glare on Carson. How could you bring her here, without even asking me? It was supposed to be a surprise? As Carson frantically motions for the cameras to stop filming, Mackenzie rounds on Natalie. Why are you here, Nat? You know how I feel about this. Why are you freaking out? This is my deal, too. Because I'm trying to protect you. From what? Mackenzie hesitates, struck, then quickly turns on her heel and storms out of the ballroom. Omar, we can't film without her, or can we? Obviously not. I'll get her... Actually, it might be better if I go talk to her. I'm the one who caused this. She looks at you with a plea in her eyes. Come with me. Maybe you can work your John magic and talk her down. I don't know. Please, John. I don't want this to ruin the night before it even starts. I know she respects you, so could you help me? And before Diamond Choice, go with Natalie and convince Mackenzie to return to the date and exclusive game. You get closer to Mackenzie and learn more about her family. I know why. She didn't want her to be in the public view because then anything and everything that goes wrong will be totally on her little sister, and anything... It's both ways. You with the others. You chose not to go after Mackenzie with Natalie. I'm sorry, Natalie. I don't know that I should get involved. I get it. I don't. We don't have time for Miss Tough Girl to throw a fit on the sidelines while we should be filming. He rushes out of the room after Mackenzie, and Natalie hot on his heels. I wonder what that was all about. A few minutes later, Omar and Natalie return with a sheepish Mackenzie. She clears her throat and offers an awkward smile. Sorry, everyone. I was Just a little shocked to see Natalie here. But the night's not about us. It's about the charity and the awesome work these teens have done. Well said, sis. Excellent. Now that everyone has a smile on their face, I have to ask the real question of the night. Who's ready to get the party started? We are. Hell yeah. Then let's not waste any more time. Music, please. As everyone scatters across the ballroom, you take a look around at the fellow contestants. Who do you talk to? Kiana and Heath. Do I really have to pick Ivy, do I? You spot Heath and Kiana on the dance floor and wade through the sea of teenagers to them. As the music slows, the two of them hesitate awkwardly and then casually dance a few feet apart. You know, I didn't dance at all during my prom. I was so sure I'd make a fool of myself. That was a long time ago. You're definitely not looking foolish now. Hey, you two, having fun? We're having a great time. Right, Heath? Oh, you know, just two friends enjoying the music, doing friend things. Right, friends. Heath blushes and shyly puts a hand on Kiana's shoulder while reaching for her other hand. Look at that. Now we're dancing. You guys are awkward. Awkward is the word. You guys should get a room. Then Kiana shoot apart and bright red blush creeps across Kiana's face. That is why I didn't dance at my prom. Not cool, John. Oh, get the fuck over it. Song changes and Heath and Kiana dance away from you, deeper into the crowd. Oh God, we have to. Spot Adam, Mackenzie, and Natalie by the punch bowl and head over. I can't believe you brought that thing. I haven't seen it in years. I figured you could use a little blast from the past. Hey guys, what are we talking about? Natalie holds up a strange, flowery object. A hideous corsage? I still can't believe you kept something like that. You've been holding out on us, Mackenzie. Don't let her fool you. She's a massive softie. Hang on. This was from your prom? That's sweet. That night must have been a lot to you. I'm glad someone appreciates the sentiment. Mackenzie takes the corsage from Natalie and slides it decisively into her purse. That said, prom night was a million years ago, and now it's over. The end. You're not fooling anyone, you know. That ugly thing is headed straight to the nightstand next to Teddy. Anyway, we're here to help, not reminisce. Let's grab more snacks before we're mobbed by hangry teenagers. Way to change the subject, Mackenzie. But this conversation is not over. Oh God. Save me, please. Make the game stop. We find Slater, Derek, and Bianca trying to get the attention of a bored-looking man at the DJ booth. What's going on? Turns out Carson hand-selected the playlist for the dance, which is why the music sucks so far. And we're trying to fix that. I've been to more parties than all of you combined, and I'm telling you, something dancey and loud is always a crowd pleaser. I don't know. These high school kids are hanging out. Something poppy and chill would really fit the mood. Full offense, but you guys are lame. Everyone's here with their girlfriends and boyfriends, so give them something slow and romantic. John, should be the tiebreaker here. What song should we request? Go with something romantic. DJ shrugs and cuts to another song. Slater is now close with you. Nice choice, John. Trust me, this is exactly what the prom thing needed. On the dance floor, you notice everyone pairing up and getting closer than before. Looks like my work here is done. Oh, God, help me, please. You find Ivy and Vince over by the stage, casually standing in front of the cameras and blocking the teens attempting to photobomb them. Something tells me you were the most beautiful prom queens this side of the Mississippi. Oh, I don't know about that. She trails off when she sees you approaching. Vince follows her gaze and gives you a polite nod. Evening, John. As I was saying, the moment they put the crown on my head was better than any pageant win I'd ever had. I know that feeling well. Having my classmates acknowledge my worth was truly gratifying. I almost wish I could have been prom king forever. Ivy giggles, slapping his arm playfully. Oh, stop. You've become so much more than that. I hate to interrupt, but... How does it feel to have peaked in high school? Both of you are prom royalty? Did you rig the votes then, too? I don't know which one to go with. Doing it. Ivy is now your enemy. Oh, Egadzooks! I don't care. Oh, why do you always have to ruin my moment, John? Why can't you just let the past go? It's alright, Ivy. The audience understands. Ivy tries to shrug off your words. Vince whispers to you so the camera... Low, the cameras won't pick up his voice. You're finally catching on. I did rig the votes, and no one was the wiser. Just then Carson appears behind one of the cameras. Did I hear someone say that Ivy and Vince were prom king and queen? You heard right. What do you say we just get some footage of you two dancing? Our beautiful audience would love to see how royalty rules the dance floor. We'd be delighted. And that's my cue to leave. No, that's your cue to go sabotage something. She turns into Carrie 2.0 as, like, pig's blood or something falls on her ass. Later that evening, Carson takes the stage and waves his hands to get everyone's attention. This will be the last song of the night, friends, but first I want to congratulate all of you on the best prom to ever hit Miami. The crowd whoops, and on cue the DJ changes the music to something slow and romantic. Literally the same song. Oh, nope, something else. This one goes out to all you lovebirds out there. Everyone pairs up on the dance floor. Carson continues his impromptu emceeing. Jen pulls you aside. Hey, John, the footage is looking great so far, but you should definitely take advantage of this whole last dance of the night situation. I'm sure there are a few people who'd be happy to get some one-on-one time with you. I have just the person in mind. Oh, Jen's one of them! Pixelberry listens! Oh my god! I know, it's not the first thing they gave with Jen, but I digress. Dance with Mackenzie. Stroll up to Mackenzie, who greets you with a raised brow. About time. What, you been waiting for me to come find you for a dance? Obviously. I may have been worried you'd never ask. Come on, you know I'd never leave you hanging like that. Mackenzie rolls her eyes, but can't quite keep the smile off her lips. She wraps her arms around your shoulders and pulls you close. I'm so glad everything's working out tonight. Despite my outburst earlier, it's been better than I could have imagined. Hey, you've done right by these kids and the organization. You should be very proud. Mackenzie laughs softly and then buries her face in your neck. Thanks, John. That means a lot. Hey, Mackenzie. I kiss you. We look like quite the couple right now. You don't really like slow dancing, do you? Can I kiss you? Instead of answering, Mackenzie turns her head and kisses you deeply. She wastes no time wrapping you in her arms, trying to get you as close as possible. I guess that's a yes. It's always a yes with you, you dork. She smiles to the next kiss, humming softly as you pull her closer. As the music winds down, Mackenzie nudges you to dip her for the grand finale. When you bring her back up, she looks at you intently. Look, I'm not gonna beat around the bush. Tonight's been amazing, but I can think of one thing that would make it even better. Playing Apex Legends with you? What? Oh, I'm sorry. Being alone with each other? Got it in one. If you're up for it, come find me later. On stage, Carson calls for the attention of the crowd. Thank you all for the wonderful evening. It's been a lovely celebration of generosity and goodwill towards our community. Let's have our one final round of applause for the Little Havana Youth Center and the contestants of AME. After a long cheer led by Rita and Kevin, the camera crew starts wrapping up for the evening. So, John, I couldn't help but notice that someone couldn't stop staring at you all night. Who? Bianca rolls her eyes, a smile playing at her lips. Don't even try to deny there wasn't some flirting going on. And just between us, friends, you should make the most of the time you have here. You think so? Duh, I'm an expert on these things. Trust me, you should enjoy this romantic, beautiful hotel while you have the chance. When did Bianca start caring about it? With one last pointed look, she struts away. Huh, she's right. I should make the most of my time out of the house. Get a hotel room for the night and spend some sexy one-on-one time with someone special in this exclusive scene. So question, why is it we always have to buy new outfits and everyone else wears the same shit? Just curious. Hey Jen, wanna have some sexy, sexy time? Head back to the mansion. It's getting late. Maybe some other time. As you turn around, you find yourself face to face with Heath. Okay, don't tell anyone, but I think I might have actually have a chance with Kiana. I mean, I don't want to jump to conclusions, but didn't you just give me negative points 5 minutes ago? Just relax and enjoy the moment, Heath. If Kiana's dancing, wanting to dance with you, I take that as a good sign, right? Right. After a few moments, you and the other contestants head back to the mansion and call it a night. The next evening, before the elimination ceremony, you head back down to the backyard and find the bottom 4 contestants pleading their cases to the others. But that still doesn't answer my question. Why should we keep you over your partner? More than anything else, playing this game is what matters the most. And as we all can tell from last season and that challenge on the beach, Ivy's someone who isn't afraid to play dirty to get ahead. Oh, right, the ruined sandcastle. This argument again? Why are you always eavesdropping? Amy is for fighters, and Adams quit the show twice. Does someone like him deserve to continue in this competition? Well said. Those who stay in the running for Amy should be the ones who persevere and prove their merit time and again. Namely me. Drop the act, fans. Adam's right. Playing the game with integrity is important, and you have none whatsoever. Couldn't wait to get a shot in, could you, Mackenzie? Must you always be so aggressive? Oh, sir, you have no idea. You should see her in the bedroom. I mean, what? Excuse me? This is getting ugly. I'd rather deal with Ivy. Mackenzie is right about Vince. We've all seen his behavior for ourselves. He's not the nice guy he claims to be. Thanks, John. I guess it's no surprise that he's lashing out at me like this. Yeah, I've seen this before. Arrogant men who can't handle working with an independent woman. I'm appalled that you're insinuating that I'm, well, the worst. Yeah, we are. And I can't wait to send you packing. Mwah! We need to get you rid of the bad vibes in this house, man. I don't think your attitude is helping much with those vibes. Don't even try to lump me in with these people. I never thought I'd say this, but this is a game. There's no need to get so nasty over it later. You're late for that? Well, I see there's been more than enough campaigning for one evening. Carson claps his hands as the crew assembles. As the cameras begin rolling, you and the other contestants line up in front of him. Welcome, contestants, to yet another elimination ceremony on America's Most Eligible All-Stars. It is with the heaviest of hearts that we must say goodbye to 2 of our own. Derek suddenly steps forward, stopping Carson halfway through his introduction. Actually, I have something to announce. Oh my god, is he gonna pull a stunt like Adam and quit? Hey. Not at all, but I did win last week's audience vote and get a special perk. The ability to trigger an elimination freeze. And I'm using that power now, which means nobody will be eliminated tonight. God damn it, Derek! Nobody speaks for a moment, attempting to process this. Carson gapes at Derek. Oh, you're saying everyone in the bottom four is safe? Why, Derek, why? Across the stage, you see Vince clench his jaw, fighting to put a smile on for the cameras. Don't you think you could have mentioned this sooner, Derek? It was in the rules. This was the quickest way I could trigger my power, I swear. I didn't see that coming. But it's awesome. I'm glad you lived to fight another week. Especially you, Mackenzie. Ever the sweet talker, I see. I am what I eat. I was hoping this would save somebody's day. At the front of the stage, Carson whirls on the producers. An elimination freeze was never part of the plan. Who signed off on this? You did. It was your idea. And we tried to tell you it was a bad move. It's true, Mr. Stewart. I was there when you pitched the idea. Well, this certainly throws a wrench into what I planned for the rest of the show. Let's cut here. We can hash this out in the control room. The camera stopped filming and Carson storms off, the crew hot on his heels. Okay, this season is way more disorganized than I thought. No kidding. As everyone else starts to file off stage, you feel someone grab your hand. Excuse me, John. Don't fucking touch me! I have an impulse reaction, which means I will smack the fucking shit out of evil people who touch me. She squeezes your hand once, purposefully, then quickly heads into the mansion. As you watch her go, you realize she handed you a note. I don't want your digits, burn it. Make sure nobody's looking and unfold her note, squinting to make out her elaborate cursive. Meet me on the roof. There's something you need to know. Let me guess, next time on AME. What did Ivy have? I'm serious. Ivy wants to meet with you. Is she trying to make amends, or is there another one of her tricks? Find out on the next episode of AME. God help me. Really, God help me. So I hope y'all did enjoy the video. Remember to like, share, and subscribe. Head down in the description below. Links to social media, Discord, and if you'd like to support me and my content. Without further ado, I'd like to leave the personal thing here with, okay, so if any of you have watched the Cohen thing and about the house and all this, my God, if you haven't, I don't know whether to advise you not to or to whether to advise you to. I try not to get political, and I just want to say that. I rarely get ever political, but I would like to just say the following. My God, my mind is just epically just... So, pretty much, I made a very short and simple tweet on my Twitter that pretty much I don't get political. And pretty much I today got to see our system in works, and not many people get to, or not many people care to, the whole process of, you know, a federal court system and things like that. Where today it was a Cohen volunteered to go forth. I'm just going to sum it down, and have this, he volunteered to come and have all these people question him. We have Democrats who actually ask questions pertaining to why he was here and why everyone was here and what they want to go forth with anything. And we just had Republicans who just kept harping and rehashing the same thing, that this guy was found guilty of 3 years time, that right now he's, you know, Trump's right-hand man, and, you know, the whole 9 years. And I would like to just say this. Cohen on several occasions defended Trump and said that, you know, there were tapes out there that he doesn't believe is true, like him slapping Melania and whatnot. And I'd just like to say this. A guy who literally is going to go to prison, his life is in ruins, he could have kept his mouth completely shut, never said anything bad against Trump, and retired or gone away or went into a fucking hole or whatnot. You know, he could have went into obscurity, but he stood up for what was right, because some of us lose our ways, and I kind of have, you know, this redemption for some people for some things they do. I don't believe there is no redemption or whatnot for people, say for instance, who prey on children, who prey on women, and things like that. But this is an individual who I can honestly say, seeing him and hearing things and watching this for over 4 hours today, can honestly say that this is an individual who saw the wrongs that they were doing and tried to make rights, and he's going to have to pay his time. Regardless, he's going to pay his time. He's going to do his due service for doing wrongs. With that being said, he has nothing to gain, and the Republicans. I just ask a quick question: is why do people put these people in this office? They aren't asking questions that the American people want to know. And if anything, they just kept falling on swords for Trump. And that's all I have to say. With that being said, this will be the one and only time I really get political. Um, it just blows my mind. I actually just feel my brain has become mush because of watching it. Um, I really do. Without further ado, thank you all for watching, and I'll catch you on the next video, which will be the, I guess, finale of Rome? Unless they're putting on a hiatus? I don't know. Guess we'll see. Peace out, folks.